Hey neighbors, thanks for taking some time to look at my video. My name's Brad Dow. I've been a resident of Hemlock Farm since 2019. And what brought me to this neighborhood is we were looking for a place that's close to the kids in New York. But as the sign says, close enough but far away. So we're far enough away from the kids, but I can still see them in an hour and a half. Got all the amenities that I'm interested in, water sports, hiking. We're close to state land. And of course, as I said in some of my notes, we've got an in-house fire department. We've got public safety here, 24-hour medics, and all the things that we need to give us a sense of security. So the questions come up is, why would you want to run for the board? I think it's important that people can give back to the community in some form or fashion and service. I'm currently on the board at the Church of Hemlock Farm, so I'm a trustee in the fire department as well as a firefighter. And it's just something I learned from my parents, early on, that it's always good to volunteer to help out your community. So I think it's a form of service. And I look forward to being able to help out my neighbors. Well, I've been asked to give you some ideas or some perspective of what I bring to the board. I'm retired from the hospitality business. I spent over 30 years working in resorts and hotels throughout the United States and the Caribbean. I worked in high-rise hotels in New Orleans, so over 2,000 rooms of revenues, over 100 million. And I've been involved in new construction projects on resorts in the Caribbean and the United States. And I've done countless renovations and additions. And so I'm pretty intimately involved in the construction side of business. I'm serving on some boards now. And I think the key thing that I want to bring to the board is I want to be able to represent my neighbors and make sure that they're felt heard, and that their concerns are noted by the board, and we address those concerns for the board and management. So I've been asked to comment about what I think are some of the biggest challenges going forward for Hemlock Farms community. And in my mind, there's a couple of things that come to mind. The first one would be we have an aging infrastructure here, and we've got to make sure that that's being appropriately addressed and looked at. Everybody's aware of the issue that's come up with the dams. That's going to be a large project. The potable water system is another large project that work in Forest Hill. So things that are basically unseen need to be highlighted so that the community is aware that there's going to be expenditures there. The other big topic for me, and something that I've been talking about in Recreation and Public Works Committee, is the need for more accessibility for our neighbors. So we have people in the community that are aging, myself included, that have limited mobility, and we need to make sure that our amenities are being addressed, the access to the amenities. And at the same token, we're becoming more of a year-round community where we have a younger generation moving in, and we also have to make sure that we're meeting the needs of the younger generation who are moving in with their kids and have a vibrant community for them as well. So we have to take care of the aging community, and we have to make sure we're invited to a younger community. People are moving in, the next generation with their children. Why should you vote for me? And that's a tough one, because I could say, well, take a look at my resume, take a look at my background. You can weigh, what's on paper. But I think really what's most important, and I heard from some of the people today at the Meet the Candidates, was word of mouth. So the best thing that I can say is ask your neighbors about me, and if they support me, I would ask for your vote. So we had a great time today down at Elm Beach, meeting the neighbors, and I heard some great things from the community about what's important to them. And basically what I would say is, if it's important to you, it's important to me, because I want to be a good neighbor, and I make sure that we're focusing on the things that the community want. So I'd ask for your vote, and we'll see what happens in July.